We are back with another top 5, and in this video we are going to be looking at the top 5 players on the Detroit Lions over the age of 30. Yeah, so in this video we're going to be taking a look at players over the age of 30. It's kind of weird because I really didn't know how, we don't have that many players over the age of 30, let me just say that. There were not many players to choose from. I was assuming there would be somewhere around 10. No, there's no players over the age of 30 on our team. So it was kind of hard to make this list, but we figured it out. We got our top 5 here, and I like doing top 5, so you guys just have to let me know in the comments or by the like button if you guys like the top 5 list, because I really like doing them. So if you guys like to see them, then you could leave me ideas and then we can get on the polls and stuff like that, because I think they're super fun. And especially when we're counting down to the season like this, I think top 5s are a really good way to pass the time. So let's get this list started. Coming in at number 5, I put the long snapper Don Mullbach on here. Look, we don't give Don Mullbach any love. I don't think I've ever had him on a top 5 list. I don't think I've ever talked about him at all, other than maybe a Madden 19 video, because I wasn't sure if I could cut him or not. That's the only time we talk about Don. He deserves a lot of love. This is a really old player on the Detroit Lions, but he has been doing his thing every single season. I'm glad he is our long snapper. He's so reliable. He comes in at number 5. Next up, coming in at number 4, we have the old Miami Dolphins wide receiver now with the Detroit Lions, Danny Amendola. Danny Amendola is another player that is over the age of 30. And like I said, there were not a lot of players to choose from. But Danny Amendola is a consistent slot wide receiver. He's really good for quarterbacks because they're someone that they can count on every single time. They're just reliable guys, and that's what Danny Amendola is. He's not going to give you crazy stats. He's just a solid guy. He's just a security blanket for quarterbacks. And I think Matthew Stafford is going to absolutely love Danny Amendola. He has been working with him a lot throughout the offseason, so I think this is a perfect addition to our team. Danny Amendola comes in at number 4. Next up, coming in at number 3, we have the old man Matt Prater. Matt Prater is still a beast. Matt Prater kicking kicks from 60 yards out, putting them through in the clutchest moments. Now, every once in a while, he'll miss a cheap shot. And it's like, Matt Prater, that's an extra point. How do you miss that? He'll come down and hit the game winner from 60 yards out. That's what Matt Prater does. This man is clutch. He's got a boot. Even though he's over 30, he still has that boot. And I love Matt Prater. I'm so glad that he's our kicker. I'm so glad we brought this guy in, because there was that time period where we didn't have a kicker at all, and we finally came across a guy named Matt Prater. And ever since, I've been in love with Matt Prater. He has been really good for the Detroit Lions. Next up, coming in at number 2, we have Damon Snacks Harrison. Yes, this guy could have definitely came in at number 1 on this list. Snacks Harrison is a beast. This guy came into the team midway through the season last season, and he transformed our defense completely. Our defense is completely different with Snacks Harrison on the field. He is the best run stopper in the league. He adds so much to our defense, adds a really good mix of talented traits, and he's a great veteran and shows a lot of leadership. So I love how he got his nickname Snacks. Snacks, you've been great for the Detroit Lions. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that we made the trade to get you, because it was a great trade, and I hope you get paid, brother, because I want to see you on this team in the future. And finally, coming in at number 1, we have the quarterback Matthew Stafford. Now, I definitely could have put Snacks at number 1, but I like to give Stafford credit here for being our quarterback. So Stafford comes in at number 1 because before the age of 30, I did a video on my old channel, which I have to redo, because he was one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time statistically. Matthew Stafford, now over 30, has still been a really solid quarterback for us. We're expecting a lot of great things, though. Hopefully a playoff push. It all starts with you, Matthew Stafford, so let's get that thing done. And those are our top 5 players currently on the Detroit Lions over the age of 30. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you, Prater, for watching, and I'm out.